Welcome at Ubuntu Culture. Today, let's talk about what was the core of colonization and apartheid regime. Because of settlers, they could have came to Africa and become friends with Africans. But no, they didn't. Instead, they treated Africans like baboons, like hooligans, like monkeys. So, just a second. We are also having these t-shirts at Ubuntu Culture. It's only 210 per t-shirt plus 60 rand for courier and pay. And after all so we have different colors. You can check our profile pic. After ordering, it takes a few days and also a few days for delivery. So please, let's be patient after we have ordered. And courier our t-shirts and pay. Uh, white people, they came in Africa, in Manaus. They were viewing Africa, and that's where they have seen the mineral resources on top of the soil, on top of the land, and they have seen the land. They have seen how the people they used to live back in the days in their communities. And that's when the project of colonizing Africa started, after they've seen all what they've seen. So, and Africa at the time, it had higher moral values. They were believing more in their African spirituality, and their gods were very powerful. They had the rain queens, and they were no beggars at that time. Black people were independent. They were surviving by farming more most of the time. They were good in farming, without going to school, and they were good in science. They can even tell you that on this season you're gonna have more rain, and tell you that maybe on the following year there will be less rain. Like they used to look at the stars and tell you about the science. So they were their gods they were very powerful. They used to go to the mountain when there's a dry season, when it's during the dry season, and they used to command the rain, and the rain used to come on the same day. So there were no beggars at that time. They were trading with cattle and surviving with the bartering system. So, and at the time, there were black people. They were united. There was a peace amongst black people. So you can check when the way and then see how Xhosa people used to live back in the days. There was no religion, there was no prison, and there was no Christianity. So until uh, colonizers came, like British came, Europeans came, the Germans came, and they imposed their culture to black people and their Western culture. Before the apartheid regime, at first it was a colonization. So they colonized them like they were when their intention was to make sure that the black child must believe that the foreign culture is more than her or his home, and so that eventually he will or she will lose the self-esteem and even lose her or his native culture. So that was the strategy when we came. And even if you see today, us as a black people, we are trying our best to be more than white. The way you speak English, and we take our kids to white schools. We are doing the white weddings. We eat we love more the Western food, and we believe in the Western medicine. And like we, even if you as a black person, even if you don't know your home language, you don't see anything wrong about it. So long you know the language of the foreign language like English. So we are like we even like the things that represent who you are. you kind of believe that they are demonic. But when you check the other side, the white people, they don't see anything wrong for being white. They are comfortable for being white. They are not thinking of leaving the Western culture and coming and practice the African culture. So unlike us as a black people. So that the way we do things today, you can see. And as a as the time goes on, to to colonize Africa, it became the task like by the coming up with the Bible and writing the Bible as a book and coming with the story of Jesus and more are scaring us about that. If uh, if you are rich, you won't go to heaven, like conditioning us to accept poverty because of there was no poverty, there were no beggars at that time, as I said. And find out that they have strategically planned that system of colonizing us through the Bible. And and the religion, more than anything like Christianity, it controls your mind, how you think, and you end up believing in miracles. And even if, like, religion, it's unlike African spirituality. Like, there are certain things that you are not allowed to ask, so you must. It's almost like you kind of believe in something that you are not sure of, something that you have never seen. But the rest of your life, like, it's easy to believe in lies. So, uh, the Christianity, what it did, you can go and check the Zulu drama called Ubuntu and check the fight between Mazondi, the David's mother, and the Ubuntu or Zondi. They were constantly fighting about their different beliefs because of the other one is believing in the Islam saint, and the other one is believing in the way Christianity. And when you check the story, according to the story, they were both raised by the saint, and but when they are older, they are fighting and not having the same belief. So that's why the Christianity was designed. It was designed to divide the black communities, and that's what it was designed. So and then when they talk today, they're gonna say black people are not united and forgetting that there were systems that were used to divide us. And even the way that you can check today that black people, they are the most evangelizing ones. They because are 24/7, but you also find out that they are the most suffering ones. But when you check white people, they go to church for about 30 minutes or an hour. But you can see the results. So it shows that what we inherited is not ours. Even Jesus is a Jewish. So what means is that I don't even think that he understood any African languages. So now, even when he's no more, like he's no longer around, he can't even his spirit can't understand the African languages because of he didn't understood it when he was alive. I'm gonna make an example about the like Kwakmasa from St. John's and Ushembe and Ushembe and Ulufanyang from ZCC. So those were the prophets that they were doing amazing miracles and amazing jobs when they were still alive. And now, even when they are no more, they are still doing even much more than what they were doing when they were alive. So now, even when you talk to them, you must talk to their spirit with the language that they use to understand. You can't come as a Chinese or a Judah and try to communicate with them against Judah or against China. Their spirit won't there won't be a connection because of I don't think this China or this truth that we receive even disappear. So there's no way that part of Siva Selena said, oh, that miracles can't happen. So coming back to the story of Jesus, so Jesus he understands this truth as a overhaul. And all the Bible characters, they are they are not black, so they are white people. So meaning that but understand that in language even their spirit it reacts when you talk to them, the language is Sabo. So that's why I told Paul Jesus on the photo, he's white, and when there's that photo, meaning that they have nothing to do with us. So on a, on 1948, that's where the Apartheid government took over up until 1993 because of 1994 what so-called freedom. So on that almost 45 years, that's when black people were living in misery. And one will ask, where was the Bible at that time? Because of black people were living in misery at that time. That's where millions and millions of black people they were killed and they were they were killed by Afrikaners, they were raped and they were traumatized and they were suppressed and they were demonized because of the Afrikaners. They were more focusing, like the apartheid regime, it was more focusing on the mind of a black person at the time, like being told that we are stupid for 100 times, then it was likely to become stupid after some time. So, and they were, the Afrikaners, they were more undermining black people, like sort of that thing of when your grandfather must say, must say a claim pass to a white child that is still wearing nappies. So that's where they were Abafuna lose this team and not the team because they can't be able to run their families and becomes respected as the leaders. So they were more dealing about with the mind of a black person at that time. So that's when the black people they accepted the Christianity with the parallel of a plan because of at that time they were the things that were forced were done by the forced to black people. So that's when the black people they accepted this Christianity. And it's either you go to jail or you get killed if you didn't accept this Christianity. So that's Afrikaners, they were more convicting black people to slavery by depriving them to practice African spirituality. Because of if you were seen in those days practicing African spirituality, they people were used to be understood. So they were more forcing Christianity to black people. And so up until it became a known thing, up until today, and they even use the education system to even more colonize us as a black people, so that we can be able to they can be able to control us by moving black people from what they used to know to what they wanted us to be. So this is what was the core of colonization and apartheid regime was to control black people as they are controlling us up until today. So they use strategies and systems so that we will finally be what they wanted us to be. Thanks for watching. If you want to see more videos, you can go to my videos. Don't forget to like and subscribe.